Do you feel like no matter how hard you try, things are not changing? And it feels like the same stuff is happening over and over again. If you feel like things are not working out for you, this is the video for you. I found myself in situations like this many times. I would always ask myself, why does this keep happening to me over and over again? I thought I'm over this. I thought I've learned my lesson. I thought I'm meant for something more. And then the universe will like, here it is one more time. I truly believe there is a bigger piece to why things keep showing up for you over and over again. It's like until you don't learn this, the universe keeps showing it to you until you learn it. It's like the person that keeps attracting the same kind of partner, the partner that always cheats, the partner that doesn't treat you right. It's kind of the same thing. Well, actually, it's not the partners that the person is attracting, it's the person asking themselves, why do I keep attracting the same partner? What is it about me that I keep attracting the same kind of person into my life? Because it's so easy to blame it on other people, right? It's so easy to make it about the other people and saying there's no good man in the world. There are. But the reason that you keep attracting the same kind of person is not because they're no good man, it's because there's something inside of you that you still have to learn. If you really want to change, if you really are done, I do think it has to be such an inner conviction. You have to really make a decision to change. We like the familiar. There are people who like to live in misery. There are people who are okay with that because this is what they know. It's also a trauma response when people like to stay in the familiar because that is what kept them safe, even though obviously many times it might not be a safe situation that they're in, but they keep creating or attracting the same type of things over and over again. It's because it's a learned response and it's home for them, it's familiar. So if you are at a point right now where you are 100% sure you are ready to get to that next level, this is what you have to do. The first thing, and you might not even like this, is taking responsibility. So many people live in blaming mode. It's so much easier to say this person did this to me, I don't have money because of the economy, because this person said this, I'm hurt. Many people create a world where they live from the outside in, where they're giving their power away to everything that is happening outside of them. It's the economy, it's society, it's this, it's that. And when you give your power away to things outside of you, things will not change for you. Why things will not change for you is because you live with the expectation that once everything around you is in the right place, you can finally be happy, you can finally live your life, you can finally do the things that you've always wanted to do. But let me tell you this day is never gonna come. I have seen so many women waiting for Monday until they start their health journey, waiting for next year until they break up with their partner, always waiting that things outside of them fit into perfect pieces so that they can finally take the action that they've been wanting to take. But you have to start taking action now, and you have to take responsibility for yourself. Taking responsibility means no more looking outside of yourself, but looking inside of yourself and asking yourself, how can I take my power back? How can I act for myself? How can I create the life that I want without external circumstances affecting me? The truth is, it's a lot easier to make it about external things. If I were to look at your life right now, I could definitely tell if there are things that you're letting control you. Take back that control. There are a lot more things that you can control, but there are so many things you can't control. You can't control what the economy is going to do. You can't control how your partner is going to react. You can't control anything outside of you. You can only control what you say, how you react, what you do. That is the only thing you can control. But when we start taking responsibility for our life and we realize that there are things in our control and things outside of our control, that's when everything will start to change. And that is incredible because that means you can create the life that you want. Now, I want to tell you a story of a person that I know. She was a hairdresser, she still is a hairdresser. But she was a hairdresser for some time and then COVID hit. Everyone around her was telling her that this is it for her business. She will have to close the doors. She will have to fire a lot of people that were working for her, that no hairdresser is going to survive during COVID. Now she decided that this was not going to be her truth, and she looked for a way to make it work. She ended up opening an online business using all of the tools she had learned from being a hairdresser. And not only that, she ended up surviving during COVID and even hiring more people, creating more jobs for people. What does this mean? That means that she was so persistent and that she didn't let outside things control her, and she decided that she's going to create the thing that everyone told her was not possible. She was thinking outside of the box. She decided that she's going to make this work no matter what, even though people were telling her she should be worrying and all of those things. She didn't let that get to her. If you are constantly recreating the same situations over and over again, or you feel like things are not working out for you, I love to always remember that life is a mirror, which means that the things that are presented to us for a reason. So if you're creating the same situations over and over again, that means that there is something inside of you that needs healing. So when you get triggered by a situation, or you keep attracting the same person over and over again, or you keep finding yourself in same situations, it's because there is something that you still attract, something that the universe is like, you still have to learn your lesson and you haven't learned your lesson yet. There's something inside of you that you haven't yet allowed yourself to look at. So the person that keeps attracting a partner that is unavailable for love and only wants the quick thing, that person that keeps attracting the same kind of partner over and over again has to ask herself, is she actually really loving herself? Is she really accepting herself? Is she ready to be loved by someone? And is she okay if she's not loved by someone? So many times I see this in women. They're waiting for the partner until they can finally be loved and they can finally feel fulfilled, and until they can finally fill the gap that they haven't healed within themselves. But if you don't love yourself fully, you will keep attracting partners that are not available for love. Because when you step into it fully loving yourself, and a partner coming into the picture fully loving you too, the dynamic is so different and so beautiful. And I don't want to say that you cannot attract a partner if you don't love yourself. That is not true, because I definitely have worked with lots of women who were not able to love themselves fully but still had a beautiful loving partner. But if that is a pattern of yours, that might be something to look into and to allow yourself to actually explore and ask yourself, well, am I truly loving myself? Am I truly allowing myself to be loved? So ask yourself if you think you are deserving of love. And many times I can tell you, in those situations when I speak to women and they keep attracting the same partner over and over again, is because they have had wounds in the past where people told them that they're not deserving of love, and they carry those wounds around, and then they keep attracting the same type of people that prove to them that they're not worthy of love. But you are worthy of love, and it starts with you realizing that and giving that to yourself first. Now, if things are not changing for you that you want them to change, it's because maybe you're not ready yet for the next chapter. There is a millionaire antidote I want to share. Some studies show that 70% of lottery winners, people that won $1 million or more dollars, go broke after just a few years. They lose all of the money. They spend it all. They don't know how to handle all of this money. The reason why this happens is because when a lot of people win such a big amount of money, when they're not coming from money, or when they didn't have this amount of money, lots of people are not ready to hold so much wealth yet. For a lot of people, this is so much money that it's beyond what they've been ready to receive. The universe sometimes doesn't give you the thing just yet, because it thinks you are not ready for that thing just yet. So if you feel like you keep attracting the same thing and things are not working out for you, Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe there is still something on your way to that goal that you have to learn, that you have to prepare for. Because if, if I were to ask the question, what would you do with $1 million? A lot of people I know would have an answer. But if tomorrow all of your dreams and wishes and all of that came true, would you be truly able to hold it? I always ask this to business owners. If by tomorrow you had $1 million business from, let's say you're making $10,000 a month to $1 million a month, would you be truly able to hold that? Do you have the capacity to hold so many clients, so much responsibility, to have a team that is big enough to hold all of this? Many people would probably say, no, oh my God, I'm not ready yet. I need to prepare. I need to, have everything in place and the systems and all of that. It's the same thing with when we look at pregnancy. You don't get pregnant today and get the baby tomorrow, right? That would be really weird if you got pregnant today and you got the baby tomorrow. It takes 9 months for the baby to arrive. Can you allow yourself to slow down and instead of pushing more and doing more, asking yourself, well, am I actually 100% ready yet to hold all of this? And maybe you are, and that is great. And there is just now for you to be patient, to keep going. But maybe you're not, and maybe there are still some things that you have to prepare for, that you have to learn, that you have to let go of, whatever that might be. That requires you to also be very honest with yourself. So if things are not going your way right now, I truly believe this is an opportunity to ask yourself these 3 things. What would happen if I were to take more responsibility in my life? What does the universe keep showing me that I have been ignoring? How would life change if I learned the lesson that the universe keeps presenting to me? These are my 3 prompts for you. I would love for you to think about it. Maybe share your answers in the comments down below. I would love to read them. If you like this type of content, please give me a follow, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Sending you so much love.